Me and the wonderful Nikki who visited the coffee and PayPal page this week. Thank you ever so much. Clap, 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 clap. No, that's no good. Oh dear, look at that for a pretty picture. I mean, look, all the things I love. For my money, I spent it on fast motorbikes, fast cars, fast women, and drink. The rest I wasted. Look at that, what a great day to be alive. Look at the 30 odd years, well over 30 years now I've been coming here, and I still could sit here all day. That guy there windsurfing. Yeah. Oh well, can't stay here all day. Nicky's getting hot. Let's get on. Right, well, links to camera, let's crack on. A bit of a hill here and I was in the wrong gear. Never mind, that's an outtake. It's Friday, it's a great day to be alive. If you haven't already, hit the like, share and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Right, well, if you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. It's the reason I'm stood here now talking to you, because I wouldn't be able to afford to film these wonderful views for you without your support. Right, well, where are we going today? I don't really know, to be honest. I'm out filming. It's a cracking day. I've just been down and had something to eat down in Katelios. Did a bit of filming there. I think we're going to probably visit that strip. I've been there before. We went out of season earlier on when I first got back. So I'm going to show you what it's like in season. As you can see, there's a few yachts making the most of the anchorages out there. Mounda Beach is just over there. Around the corner is Skala. And then you got Poros. So without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, well there you go. I usually visit Katelios out of season, don't I? Unless I'm with the bucket or the hobbit. But we're right in the middle of the season now. It's sort of mid-July. I've just been in my favourite taverna here for an omelette and a soft drink. So I thought I'd show you, because I'm en route to somewhere else to film. I just thought I'd show you what it was like, because it occurred to me on this channel you haven't really seen this place active. A few sunbeds out. You know my thoughts on that. But I haven't managed to ruin this place just yet. Interesting, there's some people camping over there by the looks of it. There's a caravan by the looks of it. Lots of yachts, as usual, they always come in. So yeah, that's Katelios. Pronounced incorrectly, very British. In season. I'm sure a lot of you will be leaving something in the comments. I know a lot of you are fans of this wonderful resort. Anyway, let's get back aboard the Pearl and go and do some filming that I was supposed to be doing in the first place. Before I stop for lunch. Yeah. On the road again. And on the road again. And other songs. Well, it's a hot hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. See, you didn't think you were tuning in to listen to me singing, did you? I'm in a chirpy mood today, can you tell? While we're on the subject, that's mental health for you. One day you're up, and then most of it you're down. Anyway, enough of that. It's a great day to be alive. As you can see, roads here are way better than they are in the UK. Firstly, there's hardly any potholes on most of them. Quite a lot of them have been recovered over the winter, and the ones that weren't resurfaced, the potholes were repaired adequately, I would say. And no speed cameras, although the police do sit on the dual carriageway sometimes with the speed gun. But you can usually see them, to be honest. If you can't, then you're going too quick anyway. While we're on that subject, I had another kamikaze hire car this morning. If it was you and you were in the Ford Fiesta, Greek Stones, white one, and you overtook this motorcycle, well done, mate, well done. You ain't going to live long. Now, you know, you don't know the roads as well as the locals, so just slow it down a bit. Cigar, cigar, we don't want you having any accidents. Otherwise there will be speed cameras here, won't there? Anyway, that's my rant of the day. I got the regulation bottle of water in the cool bag that the bucket brought me with the ice block. So we're set up for a hot day. Well, it's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. Stop rambling, buddy. Yeah, okay. Australia apartments. Right, well, I think what we'll do, I'm on the way to Poros really, but I think what we'll do, we'll go down here to Mounda Beach. Let's have a look at that, shall we? Now, I've filmed this before. I came down here with the Hobbit and the bucket at the beginning of the season. Nobody down here then. There will be today. It's quite a popular beach, but it's so long that it never really gets too crowded. Views pretty spectacular from this road. Right, well, it's tarmac all the way down to here, and then it goes through a compacted gravel road, which is, hasn't changed too much, and I shouldn't think it will have done because we haven't had any rain since the last came down. It's good enough to run your hire car along, although you will get it dusty. Right, now I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to go and have a long cool drink in the taverna and show you what that's like here. So yeah, that's where you can park when you come down at this beach. There are a lot of fenced off areas where the turtles have laid their eggs. Just be aware of that. Try not to disturb them. Let's see what the taverna's like, shall we? I've never been in this one, so as the coffee page is doing better than I ever thought it would. I think we'll go and have a look. Now then, I quite like the look of this one. Let's go in there. found somewhere to put the bike under the tree. Let's have a look. Now that one there is the one that serves the beach, I would think. Let's go and have a look in there. Yeah, they're V magnets. And a strongbow. Good little find, this. Well, you could say it's a bit basic, but I liked it. Enjoyed my Magnus. Anyway, time to crack on. Let's go and look at the beach. Right, here we are at the beach again. Don't know how far I'm going to be able to walk. As I've said before, my back's not hurting, but my legs feel ridiculously tired. Like they're hardly going to support me and need to go to bed. Well, I haven't been up that long, so it can't be the case, can it? Anyway. Right, now you see these things here that look like wigwams. That's where the turtles have laid some eggs. So really, this couple here, these people here are a bit close. You want to be quite a way away from that. So as not to disturb them, and leave a good pathway to the sea if you can. But yeah. That's what those are. There's a charity comes out, checks on them all the time. Now, last year I filmed that. The Taverna are in charge of the sunbeds, or they were last year. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was about 15 euros a day. Two young guys. It's a lovely beach, as you can see. It goes on forever. It goes right the way up to the point there. I think you could even walk round to Skala if you have a mind. I don't. So, unusually for quite a lot of Katelios, it's all sand. Beautiful, beautiful beach. Look at that. And you see, it's not. It could have easily gone anti-Sammers, couldn't it? But it hasn't. They've got one little taverna there, the one I've just been in for a little drink, and that's it. And that, my friends, in my opinion, is really all you need. Great day to be alive. Best job in the world, really, isn't it? Right, so we're going to head off up that end. I'll show you what the road's like and what that end of the beach is like. I'm not going to walk to Mounda because it's a long way and my legs are tired. Anyway, let's get back to from the road is via these rickety old steps, but they're okay. They do the job, just be careful. The only problem with filming these things for you, my bike's got all dirt and I have to wash it again now. The state of that back wheel. Dirty girl, Nikki. I have no idea what that gentleman's tours are all about, but if any of you have been on it, let me know. Leave it in the comments. I know a lot of people would find that very useful, but there's his signage anyway. So that's where we've just come from. That's where we'll be going on the way back to Skala. Let's have a look at this beach, shall we? That's where we currently are. Let's go and have a look. There'll be more turtles nested here. As I said earlier, my legs are very tired. Oh, there you go, there's your signage. €12. It looks like that's €12 for a sunbed. I'll let you work that one out yourself. Young man stood there. There you go, look at that. Lots of turtle nests, as you can see. I don't know whether they call them nests or what. But you could walk for miles on that beach. And those are the only sunbeds on it. Fantastic. And, oh dear. Yeah, solar panels. I've had a thought about the solar panels, especially in the UK. Instead of taking up valuable farmland, why don't I stick them on buildings and car parks, supermarkets, yeah? And out here, they could do exactly the same, put them on car parks, be somewhere to park your bike or your car in the shade. Now there's an idea, or is that too easy? Because I don't think this is the future, really. I'm a bit worried about the whole thing. Anyway, you're quite welcome to leave your point of view in the comments. Whether I read it or not, it's up to me, isn't it? But yeah, that's just my point of view. But look at that. Now, I don't know why, but this place reminds me of Borth in Wales. I suppose when I was little, the sand dunes would look about that high. Yeah, many a happy hour. I learnt to drive on Borth sand dunes with my auntie. I'd had a go at the farm, my uncle's farm, but I really got the hang of it on Borth sand dunes. Because back then you could drive your car along, I don't know whether you still can. And I had loads of fun jumping up and down in sand and disappearing for hours. What a fun place. Anyway, that's the hotel, which hasn't really changed for a long time. And do you know what? I'm not really in favour of places like that on the island, but I would stay there quite happily. It looks very nice. If you've stayed there, again, leave it in the comments what you thought of it, because that would be useful, wouldn't it? Right, let's press on. Gotta go to Skala now and see Makis' son if he's about. I don't know whether he'll be about yet. So we'll go back to the bike, but that's your beach anyway. What a wonderful place. So I've just stopped in Skala on the main road out to Poros, where I'm headed to do some filming. That's the road in. I thought you might like to see what the beach is like further down there, which is an extension of where we've just been. Right, here we go. So if you turn right and go the opposite way, I haven't been down there myself for some while. I did bring the Hobbit down there, but that was out of season, so now this always was a very nice place to come and chill out if you didn't want to be in the hustle and bustle of Skala. Then you came here, and of course the Roman villa's just behind this lot that we visited a few months ago with the Hobbit and the bucket. Again, when I used to come down here years ago, there was nothing there. I think there's two tavernas. This was one of them. And there was one further along, and that was it. One of them served a very good English breakfast, I seem to remember. But of course, time marches on, and you end up with a lot of commercialised stuff going on. Anyway, that's what's up this road, if you ever wondered. Just park the bike and I'll film the beach for you. Right now, the beach we've just been videoing with the sand dunes is round that corner. So I'm guessing you wouldn't really want to walk along there looking at the rocks. But it's mostly pebbles along here, but it is very secluded. Pretty nice. As you can see, there's some trees for a bit of shade if you don't want to bring a brolly or you haven't got one. Can't see it today, but the mainland's just over there. Very calm day today. Like I said, when I first used to come here, there was none of that going on. But, you know, people keep telling me that's progress. Right, so let's crack on and get the rest of the day finished off. I've got a few more hours of filming yet. This is probably going to be the last frame for this video, but it gives you an insight as to what I do each day. It's getting on now. I'm getting pretty hot. I need to have a sit down and another drink. Fluids are important. Anyway, let's go. That's nice. You just missed that. A young lad turned up on a scooter, probably 19, 20, followed by what I assume is either his sister or his girlfriend on a about the same, well, similar ages, on a geared motorcycle. They had a little chat, and obviously he was asking how she was getting on with it, and off they went. And she looked a bit nervous, but she was coping with it. I like to see that, young people getting into motorcycles. They've made it so difficult in the UK now that I fear for my culture, which I'm quite passionate about, as you know. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Right, I thought some of you Skala fans would like to see the strip. Sorry about the wind, but I'm nothing about that really. Had a curry last night. That old joke. Like I said before, on many occasions, there was nothing here 30 years ago. This was just all olive trees, and this road ran out probably another 100 yards, and it ran out, and that was it. You were on a track where the goats and stuff were herded through usually, and then locals started using it to get from here to Poros as a shortcut. I don't think it was a shortcut really, it took longer by this route than it did by the gravel track road that was further up the mountain. But, yeah, they built this road and then all this commercialisation started. Yeah, it used to go up there and over that hill. This bit of the road never existed. So yeah, that's for you. And there's a case in point. Why are they sat by that pool when they're a few feet away from a lovely beach? What is wrong with you? Get in a car and go and explore the island. Oh, I'm ranting now, I'm going to turn the camera. Currently on the road between Skala and Poros, and there's a beach down there, I happen to know. I've never been down there. The only ways to it are scrambling down this rock face here, or there's a path across there which I'm told isn't much better. It also says private property. So I'm quite interested to know if you've been down there, what it was like, what the climb down there is like, and all that sort of stuff. Leave it in the comments. That'd be very useful. And when I'm feeling better, I might go and have a look. But my legs are so tired today. Oh, they're tired. Right, now here's a beach that you can access quite easily. Some of you probably recognise this. That's Poros over there, where we're headed. Let's leave the camera running, see what you think of the ride. See what you think of this for a ride. absolutely hot. The heat coming off these roads is absolutely unbelievable. I think the thermometer I got at home was saying it's about 33, 34 when I left. But of course, when you get on one of these roads and the sun's been on it all day, it is very, very hot. Fantastic stretch of road as this. It's Sunday. My neighbour Steve brought me a cheese pie round, well, cheese and ham we think it is, which I'm going to have for my dinner. I thought I'd show you something. Thought I'd wash and clean the bike today. I've been having a funny noise on the bike that I couldn't quite track down. It was on the drive chain, consistent with the speed the bike was doing. So I thought I'd wash it. So what I normally do is I put the bike on this pathway out here. And I wash it and then the water can disperse, whereas if you wash it in the workshop you've got a wet workshop and that's the end of that. So put the bike on the rack and first of all every single nut and bolt's loose as usual. There's a couple missing there, one that's wrong there. Sprocket was loose. They hadn't done the tab washer, they hadn't bent it over, so the sprocket was actually moving around and that as you can see here, was rubbing on the inside of the case. Now, interestingly, there's a pickup on the end of that case that picks up off the end of the sprocket. I wonder whether that's something to do with the speedo, or I wouldn't have thought so. I've never seen anything quite like that. It might be a pickup for the speedo. We'll soon find out if it doesn't work, won't we? But yeah, nearly lost drive because the sprocket was about to come through the case. The other thing, there's things like this all over this bike. Classic schoolboy error. Somebody's put the wrong bolt in there and broke the casing, and they've done it on both top bolts. So being as I don't have a TIG welder or access to one anymore, I'm going to have to get some JB cold weld, which will be fine for that because it doesn't hold any oil, it's just a cover case. So what I'll do is I'll put the bolt in because it still does up, just won't do it very tight. Put the bolt in, a little dab of grease on the top of the threads, and then I'll squash some JB weld around that and hope for the best. So there you go, there's your update on Nikki. There wasn't a lot else to do to her really. I really put her on the rack so I could check that out and give her a good clean. So yeah, home mechanics. I wish people would leave things alone if they're not going to do it properly. It might have just been a garage that did it and forgot to do the tab washer up, but a bit dangerous really. Meanwhile in the garden, things are going really well. As you can see, nice cucumber for me tea tonight. Got a few young ones coming here and there. Got plenty of tomatoes coming now as well. I don't know whether you can see that. There's a vine tomato there. Some beef tomatoes coming on these plants here quite nicely. Look at that. Just got to wait for them to ripen off. The peppers are a big success story. Got plenty of peppers growing. This there. In fact, some of them are just about to turn red. Those are chili peppers. I'm going to have more than enough of those. Bell peppers are coming on. I've got 3 on this plant here, which is good because these are expensive out here. I've got more chili plants than I can cope with, I think, but well, I can always find somebody that'll have chili plants, chili peppers. I think Steve quite likes them, I don't know. Being Greek American, my mate Stathis, he does like curries and things like that, and chili peppers, so we quite often swap a few bits, so I'll give him some of those. So yeah, The bike, well, I think it's time I got something else to run, or maybe a car for the winter, and I'll pull the bike off the road and pull it apart, give it a rebuild, I think. Doing things as you go along, you can find some quite alarming things. Anyway, tools are coming in handy. Final update on the house for this video. Whew. I've cleared the barbecue area of pine needles. It's the bane of my life, that tree. If I could get it cut down, I would in a heartbeat. Now, those of you who know me know I'm totally against cutting trees down. They are the lungs of the earth. However, this thing is a fire hazard, seriously fire hazard. Those are 2 bags that I've taken off the back there and here, bearing in mind the Hobbit did this a few weeks ago. That's just the accumulation over a few weeks. Look at the back of the barbecue. Got to get rid of that before I can fire that up. And now I've started on this area here, probably another 3 or 4 bags, plus the usual maintenance of trimming the trees. So it means that each year I only progress a little way into finding the boundary of the garden. It's a pain, I tell you, and I don't know what to do about it, because I haven't got the money. Ideally, if it was my house, I'd have this paved with little drainage here and there, so the water goes into the water table when it rains to feed the plants, but you could sweep it up then. This is just a nightmare, and of course every time you rake it, some of the soil disappears. Sounds like I'm whinging. I am. Hard work. And of course now we're not allowed to have a fire to burn it. You're not allowed to have a fire on a private property, so that's got to go down the bins. Might ask Makis if he'll take it in his pickup. I might carry 1 or 2. Good exercise. Anyway, Hobbits. Yeah, I've cleared the garden for you. Yeah. 5 bags later. Where is she when you need her? Gonna have to do something about that pine tree. Well, a few hours later, we got 1, 2, 3, 5 bags. Still not finished, but it's a heck of a lot better than it was. Not so much of a fire hazard now. Yeah, pine trees. The big worry is, I don't know whether you can see that, they collect on the roof and in the gutter, and when the rain comes it pours through there. Now I've noticed that that's all rotten up there, and the other side, and the rain's starting to come through here now, so I'm going to have to borrow a ladder off Makis when I'm feeling fit and get up on the roof and clean them off there. I'm going to do that closer to the time. Problem with that is, while I'm doing that, I'm not doing anything else, am I? Anyway, it is what it is. I love this place, so you have to put up with some things. I think I'm going to certainly try and do some decking down there without any gaps in the planking, so that I can sweep it up every so often, and you might get 1 or 2 bags every week that way. And then in the winter, take them up, give it a good rake, put them back down for the summer again. Anyway, enough of that. Barbecue's nearly ready to use again. The other thing I've had to do is cut the trees away from around the barbecue. I'm not really supposed to have trees around the barbecue here. That's something else I'm going to have to address. I'm going to have to cut some of them branches away. Anyway, little baby steps. My back's a lot better today. Let's hope I haven't messed it up. So, after a hard day in the garden, I thought it was only fitting that got down to where it all started for me, Lourdes. And in particular, ended up in bar 7 with Makis having a beer. And I see my older friends riding around on these step-through 50, 90cc Hondas and Suzukis and Yamahas now. And I watched one go up the hill. He'd been down to his little allotment. There's one or two of them left down there now. And from upstairs I could see he'd got some bits of produce in the back that he'd picked fresh for the night for his evening meal. And he meandered back up the hill. And I thought, how sad that the younger generation aren't going to get to see what I used to see, because that used to happen, you know, every night, a regular occurrence, before all these cars ended up being parked everywhere, and before all the buildings came. Not that I resent people coming on holiday here, but you know, because I'm meeting a lot of younger people and they are interested in the history of the place, and I think it's a shame they're starting to lose that. But anyway, I'm rambling on now. You've heard me go on about this before. So I think we'll end the video here from a sunny evening in Mounda Beach. Thanks for watching. If you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. It means the world to me and it helps me make these videos. And if you liked, shared and subscribed, sat back and enjoyed the ride, thank you for that as well. I've been Rudge for Rudge aka the Doctor, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.